Well, the good news is that I'm not low on HP anymore, I'm just back to having no PP. Now, if we actually didn't always end up getting that weapon to unleash right as soon as the enemy was supposed to defeat, we might be able to see a bit more of what the unleash of that did. I don't think we're gonna get that lucky, so I'm just gonna say it here and now. The bubble mints, the way mints pull their unleashes is entirely different from basically every weapon in the game. Like, I kind of might do it with a couple staves, but that's it. They don't actually pull from attack. They basically just use the more powerful synergy for their attacks. So on one hand, they get outclassed a lot quicker than usual, but on the other hand, if you equip them to a party member that just normally has low attack, you're not missing out, because their synergy, their unleashes aren't even tied to attack, so they'll still do a decent amount of damage. Another thing that it seems like we're unfortunately not going to get to see with the bubble mints is that unleash is actually a synergy tied to a late game class. Anyways, we're just making our way through Gompa Cave, and I am really missing my synergy points. Because one of the things of Dawn of Djinn is that things cost more synergy. But I think even if they didn't cost more synergy, I would still be running out of synergy about as frequently, with like all the enemies being harder than usual. Thankfully, soon, hopefully, very soon, we're gonna get something to help you alleviate that. Oh, sorry, I'll admit, I'm usually more calm and collective with how I talk. But I guess I've been just so excited to play this that I'm only just now realizing how quickly I am talking. Oh, that's right, I've been blanking on my summons. But I guess part of it is because I'm being so stingy with my Djinn, because I like to have Ivan with Cure. Not gonna do me much good if I don't have any synergy. So you don't need to raise the point. I realized the point myself. Oof, okay. Summon should alleviate that, Clarity kill for that. I guess that's part of the thing with commentary while playing. Like, I actually usually find this early part easy, but when I'm actually trying to commentate while playing it, my brain, of course, my attention's divided, and I'm more prone for mistake. Man, the enemies hit hard. Yeah. I guess now's a good time to talk about exactly how things are, how stats work in this hard mode. I took a lot of inspiration from Lost Age's hard mode. Now, I'm gonna do a little cheese here, cause I really don't want to fight this Djinn without some synergy points and being at full health. But yeah, I took inspiration from Lost Age's hard mode for this, so the enemies that are from Vanilla Golden Sun that make a comeback for this basically follow the same rules for stats increases that Lost Age's hard mode do, where they have like, I think it was 1.5 more attack. No, I think it was 1.25 multiplier for all stats minus HP, and then the HP is at a 1.5 multiplier. It was a loose rule though, so there's a lot of cases where I like give enemies synergy points that normally don't have it, or more than they normally do, and I mess around with speed a bit, but that's the general rule. Okay, that actually gave me a bit more synergy to work around with than I was expecting. I think it's a fair balance between not cheesing too hard and actually having it in store. And I could save here. But for the fun of it, I'm just gonna dive in. Big thing is, one thing I made sure to change in this mod is Djinns do not run away. They have a little bit of a trade-off for the fact that they don't run away anymore. Oh, but I'm sure we'll see that soon enough. Maybe we might get lucky enough not to run into that, but I doubt it. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Rose. Glad you're able to see what's going on. Again, like, if you're interested in checking out this mod for yourself, search up Jackie K to find my site, or search Dawn of Djinn to find the Github. I think I linked to a trailer there, so there's a lot of places to see more about this game if you can't make the stream. Anyways, good luck if you haven't left already. Alright. Now, this would be a good... Oh, good, I have Cure. Do I bust out the Rally Tea? The earlier I do it, the better. So, make sure you don't die. Oh, here's one of the two gimmicks. It has the ability to make itself fast. Why does it have that? Maybe we'll find out after the fight. The other thing about Djinns is that they can summon themselves. Like I don't know if we'll see it, so I'm gonna say it here. A lot of times in the slot, when making the modifiers for this mod, a lot of times the slot that would normally tell the game, oh hey, I'm gonna run away, I replaced that with a summon. Let's try anything. Also, sometimes they can actually use their own ability. I wasn't paying close enough attention to actually see if it's done it yet, but Smith here is a cool friend that basically copies his ability from Forge, where it can increase the party's attack, but also gives them a slight synergy recovery. Honestly, with the way I play, I care more about the latter than the prior. But I'm sure we'll make it work out soon enough. Oh cool, here's the summoning thing that I was talking about. Oof. I made them stronger than before, but I was gonna say, not that much stronger. Our little friend Smith here, his zoom ability, he actually got them from those shoes. And now that we got those zoom shoes that he has, we have that ability too. Now, there's one or two ways I kind of like using these zoom shoes. Obviously, they're a speed boost, so I could just give them to Garrett and boost speed. But a lot of times I actually like to give them to Ivan, so I can start off a battle, and use zoom, because Ivan's already so fast, to boost another party member's speed. So I rarely have to worry about getting outsped ever again. I keep forgetting if you learn fire after a flare wall, or you learn fire. I guess you learn fire first. They're so similar. I really should have took the time to actually mess around with these abilities. Like, I'll admit, I keep saying the other hard mod, but mostly the only other hard mod I've played of this game is Golden Sun Reloaded. I kind of like how they handle Garrett's... I kind of like how they handle the class system there. And I don't want to copy paste it per se, but it's definitely giving me some ideas of how to actually mess around with classes. Like, a fun bit of trivia, I'm sure I've said this, I feel like I say this every time I talk about this mod, but this started out as a hard mod, and it was going to just be a little project where I just multiplied the enemy stats, and I wasn't going to do any more with that. I was not going to do too much more beyond that, is what I'm trying to say. But I think, like, when I started messing around with Djinns, I just fell in love with, like, making this game different and exciting that it kind of became a full-fledged remix project rather than just bigger stats go up. Because, like, this was actually, like, a way for me... Working on this was a way for me to take a break from working on a project I was doing with the Lost Age, where I was just trying to remake the class system in Lost Age to try and make the party members feel a bit more like the OCs of my dream game. And that already takes a lot of inspiration from Golden Sun, so using Golden Sun as a base isn't too surprising. Anyways, we just got a Holy Fire. It's basically an oil drop. But it has a neat secondary effect that we normally wouldn't have access to until much later in the game. So that's... I kind of did try to make sure that class items, or like consumable battle items, actually had purpose.